Yo, make sure you got your paperwork straight. I got Mickey the Truth.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth. South Carolina, 803 to be exact. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So
the loudest is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
I know how you feel like the rain coming down every time I drop tears.
He actually died in your arms, and you said that changed you forever.
Yeah, that shit changed me.
what's up, Truth Team? So a lot of y'all have been in the comments talking about Quando Rondo, had to tell on OTF and Lil Durk, Quando Rondo this, Quando Rondo that. And y'all know my stance with it. I definitely don't feel like Quando Rondo is telling on anybody, let alone this situation. But let's just think about it. So, with the Quando Rondo situation, as far as OTF and Lil Durk, yes, he definitely took a hit after King Von was murdered with bookings. According to what was presented at his bond release back in December 2023, anytime he would book a show, it would be some type of commotion, shooting, or something that took place, which has, promoters and stuff not wanting to book him because it's going to be some type of violence. He was at the center of violence, right? So that was dramatic in bookings. However, he didn't take a big L financially because he went to doing like NBA YoungBoy. He started, turning up YouTube, things like that. So with that, I don't think per se that was like a reason or an issue for him where he would want to tell. Okay. Like, I'm just gonna be real. As I have stated before, I went more in depth in this last year. So y'all make sure y'all check out my Quando Rondo playlist to catch up on that. But I believe that people misconstrued that Quando Rondo had things going on in Savannah, not just with the music scene. Although he had a lot going on in the music scene, but he does have issues going on at home. And I'm looking back at my notes from court, and it's one, two, three, four, at least 4 gangs in Savannah that is quote unquote his opposition. They talked about at court a situation where one of the opposition gangs surrounded a movie theater where him and his daughter was at, and he had to call in reinforcements to get him some scraps. Okay, so like um to say everything that Quando Rondo has went through since 2020 is at the hands of Lil Durk and OTF, I think it's a stretch. I don't think we as the public knows enough of the overall situation to just say everything that took place outside of bookings has something to do with Lil Durk and OTF. Now, as far as this murder for hire case, again, we don't know what type of evidence or witnesses that the government does have. I can just say, me personally, and I may be wrong, I just don't see Quando Rondo working with no feds, even on a situation where Lil Pad was killed. I just don't see him being the center point of no investigation with that. Mind you, he is still in the middle of finishing out his negotiations and things with his own RICO case with the feds. He is set to be sentenced in December. So of course you're not gonna get a lot of negative reaction from him. Like, the man is already about to go to prison. Like, he has to do time. He just don't know how much time. And yes, I will cover that come December. So I feel like, no, I do not personally feel like Quando Rondo will be a witness on that case. Obviously, as y'all saw in the news clip I put into this video, they were aware that it was 3 shooters from day one. They were aware it was multiple cars from day one. They had the groundwork already on day one. Similar to the FBG duck situation. It was just a process of backtracking the information, obtaining footage and all that. So I do believe by now we would have known if Quando Rondo at any way, shape, form, or fashion assisted in the investigation. That would have came out by now. Because again, he was there on scene. Have we ever heard him giving a statement other than I don't know what the fuck happened, right? And I don't even know if I even heard that he said that. However, would they need him for the murder for hire? Would they need him to create a case against Lil Durk and OTF? My personal opinion is no. In this situation, according to how they outline their indictment, they have enough details, enough evidence that without the victim, they will be able to prosecute those involved. Meaning, and y'all might be like, Mickey, what the fuck you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. So if they have sources, information from within that says, yeah, he put a bounty on Quando Rondo. You don't need Quando Rondo to confirm that if you have the details of it from the inner source, meaning OTF or those associated with OTF, right? Another thing, you don't need Quando Rondo to confirm or say they had beef. It is widely put out on the internet and quote unquote open sources, according to the federal government, that they can find that information out. You don't need Quando Rondo to participate in it. So, for the bulk of what I'm saying is, they can presume or continue with this indictment without Quando Rondo. Now, of course, I have a different view on Quando Rondo because not only have I actually been to his court hearings before to see how the government portrays him, I just have a different outlook of him as a person. And I really feel like Quando Rondo would rather stand on fucking business and shut the fuck up than to ever be considered a rat. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get that. But I could be wrong now. Now don't look. I could be wrong. That's just me. I just don't see him doing it. It's a lot of rappers. I'll be like, yeah, I can see him doing it. Quando Rondo, and I said this since last year. I just don't see that being the situation with him. Okay. Now, it's another thing that we have to take in consideration. Quando Rondo again is about to do prison time. Um, he is Muslim, right? He has went heavy into his religion. Under that situation, from what I know, again, this is outside looking in with the religion thing, okay? However, they frown upon that telling on your brother type thing. So I again still don't see, even from that standpoint, him doing it because he'll be going against his religion. And again, this man is about to go to prison in a couple months. Like, I don't see him going against his religion to cooperate with the government when that's not only against his religion, but again, I just think his personal principle is gonna go against. So I'm not gonna be one of those bloggers that's gonna say Quando Rondo is telling, Quando Rondo has to be this. I'm gonna say, from my personal opinion, based on my own knowledge of how cases work or could work, I personally feel like the government can proceed with this case without the assistance of Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo assistance is not needed. I don't feel like this case had nothing to do with anything that's going on in his own personal RICO case. Because again, if y'all heard the wiretap, I'll be honest, in that situation, Quando Rondo would need to plead out because they probably will fry his ass at trial. I'm just saying, then it's more moving factors in it. But anyway, let me stay on track. Again, I may be the only blogger that's going to stand up and say, hell nah, Quando Rondo ain't snitching. But that's just me. And again, I say that because that's my opinion. If it ever came out different, I would still talk about it and say, damn, I was wrong. But I'm pretty confident, okay, confident that that's not going to be the case. Again, we don't know who is snitching. We don't know if OTF, if whoever, we don't know. It's too soon, and I feel like everybody is eager to hear more about this case now that it has been quote unquote confirmed that OTF was behind the LA murder. However, just be a little patient. Like I told y'all on Instagram, the government has until November 14th, okay? November 14th to file an official indictment with Lil Durk, okay? If they do not, by the 14th, they have to release them, okay? Release him. Because according to federal law, once an affidavit or complaint is filed, you have 14 to 21 days to officially indict. So if that does not happen, he will get out. However, in my opinion, I definitely feel like even if it happens on the 14th, they're going to indict him. At that point, we may have new information, let alone we may have new people getting locked up, okay? Because like I told you, I think everybody is looking at these co-conspirators and snitches, witnesses, instead of actual defendants or future defendants on this case. So, a little bit longer, y'all. A little bit longer. We're going to talk about it. But I say this again. I do not think Quando Rondo is participating in this case at all. That's my view on it. So when it comes all said and done and that comes out, y'all just remember that Mickey Truth said Quando Rondo was going to stand on business and not have nothing to do with this. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
All this is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
yeah,
I'm
trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me.